Alright, so this is my bead roller. I've had it for a few years. Not sponsored by them, but they make a really good product. Here's the model number. So it's been mounted on the stand, and it's got the foot control right there for the motor. Now the motor is an Eastwood motor, and it adapts, let me see if I can get around here, with this two-piece bracket. It's always easier to do this when you have multiple hands instead of just one. Anyway, so it slides together right there and locks the motor to the drive shaft. Well, I was bead rolling a piece the other day, and this shaft this shaft walked out on me. And what I realized was that the retaining collar that goes right here, there's a round retaining collar that kind of like this, it slips over it, locks down with set screws, and keeps the shaft from moving forward or back. Well, the one on this shaft is missing, and don't know where it went. I've used this thing for several years, never had a problem, but it's gone now. So let's make a new retaining collar. So this is what it's supposed to look like. The OD is 1.5 inches, the ID is 1 inch, and then it's 1/2 inch thick. It's got the little 1/4 inch set screw in it. So yeah, let's make this. Start by chucking up the workpiece in the jaws and zeroing it so it's absolutely centered. Next, we drill a center into it, and now we're going to face it. Alright, so we've drilled it to the final size of 1 inch diameter. We've got it cleaned up, and now we're going to part or cut this piece off right there. So I started drilling this, and I thought about it. This is the set screw I'm putting in. It's a 1/4 20, but anytime you're drilling something, make sure you've got it locked down in a good vise. This is a machinist vise that I've got on this table. You don't want something like this getting away from you, so always be safe. Alright, so I started drilling it, and I got to thinking about it. It's like, well, as a friend of mine, Matt the Scrap Whisperer, just said on a recent video, if it's not shown, it didn't happen. What we've done, we cut this off in the bandsaw. We faced it, each side of it, to make sure it's absolutely flat. And now we're drilling it so that we can put a 1/4 20 set screw into it. So this is a number 7 drill bit, and then we'll run a 1/4 inch 20 tap through it, and we should be done with this. We drilled this out to a number 7 hole, and I have a 1/4 20 drill bit here. We're gonna lubricate it, and what I use, not sponsored by them, but CRC True Tap fluid. I've used this at several different shops that I've worked at. It's a great fluid. It does a great job, and I've never really had any problems with it. And this is great because this came from that oil haul that I got from the auction a couple of weeks ago. So already putting it to work. So let's see if I can do this one-handed. Put some fluid on it. There we go. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, because I've already kind of started this because I didn't want to do this one-handed. There we go. It's starting. I got about halfway through because I don't want to put this in crooked. All right, so I'm gonna swap hands. I'm sure all of y'all have seen videos or already know how to tap, but I usually do a couple of rotations, then I back it up. That breaks any chips off, and then I go back down, and that break chips. It's probably a little overcautious, but there we go, we're through. I would rather take the extra time than break off one of my taps, especially if it were a part. This isn't that bad because it's a through hole and I can get to the other side, but if it's a blind hole and you break a tap off, you've just got a bad day. So I just make myself take the extra steps, try not to force it, and there we go. There's the finished product. Now that set screw is probably a little long. I'm probably gonna have to cut it down some, but that's okay. I may actually have some that are a little shorter. I'll just double check, but that would be the finished product. Oh, a little oil on it. That's okay. So here's the shaft it'll go on. And whoop, back the set screw out. That would be a good idea. Let's see. There we go. Sorry about the crappy camera work, as Arco says. Perfect. Perfect fit. It's snug. There's not a lot of wiggle in it. I was worried about that because I ended up drilling that hole instead of boring it. If I had bored it, it probably would have had a little better fit, but for this, I think it's going to do fine. Now I can put the bead roller back together. All right, y'all, it's back together. So here's the original collar. There's the new one, and I don't have to cut that down. Now, in the earlier video, you may have seen the collar was on this side, and then further out was the gear. I went back and looked, and the collar is supposed to be here. This keeps the shaft from moving in and out. There's the coupling. So there's a guard that goes over this. I've just got it off so y'all can see. And it's just a really nice little setup. So you see it spins freely. And yeah, so no. Hey everybody, so we got that finished up. The bead roller's back working. I worked with that piece, demo piece a little more. You can see that the contour turned out real good. So this is a patch piece that I needed for the 62 that we're working on. The rear cab wall comes down, and right here on the, let me see if I can get it closer, right here on this lip is where the floor pan would mount. And in the 61, all of this is rusted out for about 12 inches on either side of the cab. So I have to make replacement panels for it. And so I was in the process of doing that when the bead roller broke. And Luckily, it wasn't a hard fix. I got it turned around and put back together pretty quick. So now we can get started on the actual piece. This is just a test piece, but I can start on the actual piece that's going to go on that truck, and hopefully have it done by the end of the week. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. We've had a little bit of misfortune here. We've had a lot of storms, and we had a large tree limb drop on my father's house and damage the roof. So we're gonna have to stop and kind of take care of that. And by large, it's 48 inches in diameter at the base, so it's massive. I'll probably do a little video. We're having to take the rest of the tree down, and tree's been there for over 250 years. We're gonna have to take it down because of insurance issues. With it dropping limbs on the roof, it's dangerous, and we got to make sure the house has insurance. So it'll be coming down. I'll try to get some video of it. Hopefully it won't be a comedy of errors. We'll see. But hey, I appreciate y'all joining along. I appreciate y'all being part of this. I've really enjoyed your comments on the videos. The new subscribers we've got, thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for being part of it. And I hope you continue to enjoy. Please comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if there's things you're seeing that you don't want to see, or things you don't see that I can do. I am a fabrication shop. So I don't just do sheet metal. I don't just do machining. I don't just do metal work. I do a little of anything and everything to help get the stuff out the door. So I'm a wide range of things, but I appreciate y'all joining along. Appreciate you being part of it. Those who have been here from the start, thank you so much. I really appreciate y'all's support. Couldn't do this without you. But hope y'all are having a great day. Even though it's pouring outside, it's another great day in paradise here. But I think I'm going to cut this off, and I think I'm going to get the portico going because it is hot. God bless. Take care.